go. Go live. And we're recording here. I'm going to pin this. And hello, treasure hunters.
Hello.
Yay! I know, I always say, snuggle up, Isaac, snuggle up. Oh wait, the Spreecast is still starting. They haven't got the, why isn't Spreecast got, oh, there we go. Okay, hold on, we're going to do it again for Spreecast. Hello, treasure hunters!
Hello.
How is everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Can everybody hear me okay? I know Zoom can hear me. We are on 3 platforms. We are on Zoom. Hi, Zoom. How are you doing? We are on Periscope. Hello, Periscope. Hi, Kristen. I see you. She was watching me this morning when I was Periscoping. And we are on Spreecast. Hello, Spreecast. Sid, do you want to say hello to everyone? Hi. There's Sid. He's on 3. Well, that's pretty epic. You're there, Sid. Yeah. So many Sids. So it's been another crazy, awesome week. A really fun week. Oh, I love you, Sid. You're sweet.
I'll go chill out.
You chill out on the couch. That's cool. He's such a sweetie. So Carol, don't leave yet. Carol Giambri's here, and I have to talk to her in a. Well, we have to talk to her. This is going to be a good show. Isaac is here to talk about Shopify. Even if you are not technical, even if you are not a nerdy person like Isaac, it's okay. He's here. He's going to tell us what Shopify is, what is exciting about it, and it's like integrating with Amazon, which is huge news, and integrating with Facebook, which is even bigger, huge news. So that's all coming up. Yeah, we've had a good week. We did, well, I think it was on Thursday. Oh yeah, on Thursday I did a show about Q4 and being confident for Q4, and that is archived on YouTube at Katharyne Treasure. Isaac gets all the love too. That was a loving Sid kiss for you, Isaac. Yeah, we did a show on Thursday that was all about getting prepped for Q4 with low cost inventory and finding the special in ordinary, boring, unsexy products. So that was what we did on Thursday. That's archived at youtube.com/Katharyne Treasure. Oh, and big hearts on Periscope. Periscope's awesome. I love tap the screen, Periscopers, tap the screen. Okay, so Carol might be leaving. So
let's get this.
Now, Carol, see, I'm so bummed. I thought you were going to be visiting. I booked Isaac into a hotel. I had the Palango music going. I put lights on the roof. We were going to Palango on the roof together, Carol. It was going to be an epic night. I had the kettle. I didn't really, Carol, but I love you. You are very welcome to visit any time you like, Carol. We would love to have you around for salad and tea and. Anyway, we got a box.
We got a box. I'm opening it.
We're going to show the box.
Oh, yes.
Sid's opening the box. There is
so we got a box from
got
Carol.
A big box. Oh, my gosh.
I have no idea what you put in it.
This is quite exciting. Shout out to Carol. Thanks, Sid. Yes, we are very excited. Yep. Carol does Palango. I think it's kind of like Zumba with kickboxing. It looks terribly energetic. It looks like hard work, but it looks fun, actually.
Send us.
All right. Oh, my gosh. There is stuff in the box.
It's a little wet.
This. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drip on you.
It's a little wet. I think it's gonna drip on me.
Oh my gosh.
What is this?
There's a leaking box.
It's leaking.
It smells good.
It does. And let's see what's in it.
Oh my gosh.
It is a bag of
tomatoes. Please don't get tomatoes on me, Isaac.
Tomatoes?
Yeah, it is, and they're squashed. Please don't get them on me. Yay! We got a box of tomatoes. Thank you, Carol. Yay!
Would you like some tomatoes?
No. Oh, she says no squash. They're a little bit squashed. Not all of them are squashed.
Not all of them. Some of them are good. Yeah.
Oh, there are some things in there for me.
Awesome.
What's in there for me?
For you?
I can't eat tomatoes because they give me a weird rash.
Let's see.
Oh, no squash. Round yellow is cucumber.
I hate tomatoes.
Oh, there's cucumbers, buddy.
Okay, look, there's a lot of tomatoey juice. Isaac, why don't you take that in the kitchen? That would be lovely. Yes, I will eat the lemon cucumbers, Carol. Isaac has taken it to the kitchen. It's kind of leaking. So there's kind of a lot of tomato juice everywhere. But he is going to sort it out, and we will have lemon cucumbers. So thank you so much, Carol. That is very, very kind of you. Have you washed your hands? Don't touch me with tomatoey hands. I'll get a rash. I'll die.
OCD!
I am a little bit OCD, which is kind of funny for someone who like treasure hunts for a living. I'm always like, wash your hands, please wash your hands, Isaac. I've got kombucha. Someone said I should have ginger tea because I've still lost my voice. I've been sick for like 3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks. I've had just flu, lurgy, whatever. And Sid's had it as well, but he's on the mend. He's got over it, and I'm still like, so I'm drinking ginger kombucha today, and I've actually got it in my cool Starbucks mug. So
Hey.
I haven't checked the price on it today, and we looked at the thank you so much, Carol, it's so sweet of you. She sent tomatoes and cucumbers, which is awesome. These mugs, I haven't checked the price today, but these were at $25 last week, which is pretty exciting. So $25 is more than double the retail value. They are sold out everywhere here. I've been in like 10 Starbucks in the last week, just because I go to a lot of Starbucks because I'm always driving around. And they are sold out everywhere here, like everywhere. I went to the one in Target. I've been to the one in Bonds. I've been to like 5 standalone ones. I've been all over. They are sold out everywhere. Okay, it's still at $24.87 for this Starbucks mug.
Cool.
So it's selling out in all the stores. They still have it on the website, but I'm very excited. I think before Christmas, I'm hoping it will spike. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So, hey, give me a shout out, everyone who has bought Starbucks mugs to sell. They're $11.95 in the stores. If you buy them in a Target store, you can get 5% off with your Target card, which is a good deal. Erin bought 4, Cindy bought some, Sandy Alonso bought some, Pam, Joni, and Joni's been buying them online. Julia bought 6. Nina bought 13 at Target. Diana, you've got to send me your address. Diana won our contest last week. She won access to the bundling class, the coloring class, the Starbucks mug, the Amazon card. Diana, you're going to send me your address so I can send you your mug and a bolo ring as well.
Bolo ring, yes.
And Art says it's free shipping right now if you buy the Starbucks mug. Carol, these are the Starbucks mugs you probably want. So we were doing a little bit of analysis on them. Someone pointed out a few downsides, a couple of downsides. Apparently they're not microwavable. I haven't tried it, but they have this foil stuff on. So they are not microwavable, and they're a little bit smaller than last year's. But on the upside, there were 3 mugs last year. This is this one, they've only bought 1 out, and it's selling out very, very fast. Janet says they are $13.95 in Canada. So $11.95 in the US, $13.95 in Canada. Not microwavable, but they are beautiful. They are really beautiful. They are really awesome. And the current, last year's siren mugs are now selling for almost $100. They were at like $95 when I last looked. So very exciting. I just love these mugs. Like, you buy them, and the worst that happens is you end up with awesome mugs to drink out of. So I'm drinking my ginger kombucha, and hopefully my voice will come back at some point. I did go treasure hunting this morning. I went to 99-cent store, which, it's so funny. I've been holding back on going to the 99-cent store. I didn't want to tell anyone about the 99-cent store because that was like my secret den. But I'm putting it all out there nowadays. I'm telling the world. So I did a Periscope from the 99-cent store this morning, and I did another one from Tuesday morning, and I gave some Tuesday morning secrets out. So if you do Periscope, go and check out my Periscope, because it tends to be very spontaneous. Oh, Wendy says I did speak about a 99-cent store. Okay, I've mentioned it, but now it's kind of my secret place. So yeah, I did a couple of Periscopes this morning. I'm probably going to do more of them. Someone requested World Market, so I could do World Market. And I've got a few more I want to do, but definitely towards Christmas. Lauren says she couldn't get the Tuesday morning one to work. Maybe try it on the app and try it on the computer, and maybe it'll work on one of them. It should be archived for 24 hours. So Periscope does archive for 24 hours after it is done. So it's been a busy week. I've done the 2 Periscopes. I did the Q4 show, and now we're going to do the Shopify show. Whoa, it's pretty exciting. Oh, Marilyn's going to the 99-cent only store. I think I looked into it. I think they're only around in Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and California. So you kind of have to be in the Southwest to hit them. Yeah, people are buying a lot of Starbucks mugs. We just did a roll call, and people have anything between sort of 5 to 14 of them. Lauren saying rude. I know. Brian just said, can I like get in touch with my contacts at the 99-cent store and see if I can get them to open up in Kansas City? Don't think so. Oh, we're going to meet Amazon next week, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Amazon are doing an orientation day in San Diego about same-day shipping. So they sent us an invite to go and talk about same-day shipping, which is kind of exciting. I would like to buy stuff that you can get on the same day. That's pretty cool. So we're going to go to that. I think it's on the 23rd. We're going to go check it out and maybe meet some people from Amazon, which is kind of amazing because Amazon never meet anyone. So we're going to go and find out what that's about, and we will give you the skinny on same-day shipping. Are you looking forward to that, Isaac?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. We're gonna go and see what that's about. Same-day shipping. Like, that's cool. That's like, hey guys, I've run out of coffee.
Boom.
Boom, coffee to your door. What's that? The app. There's a really cool app that you can get everything to your door. I can't remember what it's called. There's an app, and they link up to like every restaurant. I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
It's on the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty exciting. Okay, okay, let's talk Shopify.
Okay.
Oh wait, let's say hello to everyone first, because I haven't said hello to everyone. So we got on Zoom, we're going to go in order. We got Joni, Nada, Jalen, Sandy, Judith, Sandra, Lauren, Wendy, Diana, Linda, Cindy, Lisa, Erin, Marilyn, Grandma Marilyn, who has like 3 coloring books out now, and is like, she's just like, she's like the coloring empire now. She's like the kingpin of the coloring world.
She's a publishing queen.
She really is. Oh my gosh, people have got some amazing, beautiful coloring books out now. I'm really excited by them. Adrienne's here, Kemi, Carol with her amazing tomatoes and lemon. Oh my god, I can't wait to try the lemon cucumber. I'm pretty excited about that. That looks so awesome. Paula, Nina, Kelly, Darcy is here, Joey, Jeff Davidson is here. Hi, Jeff. Julia, Diane, Sandy, hi Sandy, Sherry, Deanna, Maisha, Pam, Janet, J.L. Highland. Art is in the house. Art is the guy that is a stick man, and I met him in real life. We met him. He was a stick man. It's a fact. Cedra, Roseanne, Bob is in the house. Hi, Bob. Michelle and Van Derd. I don't know, Van Derd. Van. It's difficult when people have handles sometimes. It's difficult to read them. Okay, and on Periscope. Oh, Bob's on Periscope too,
wow.
like a boss. Diana, Nene, Nancy, Karen, Sean, Al, Cynthia, Felicia, me. That's scary. It's just me. Helen is on Periscope. Joella, Gypsy, Mary, and Nakia. And on, oh my gosh, we're almost through. This is a lot of you today. A lot of you. And on Spreecast, we have Joe, Sandy, Lisa, Renate, Karen, Tiffany, Diana, Rosanna, Marie, Tara, Jeremy, Lisa, and Visitor. Yay! Wow, so you people, there's a lot of people in the house. It's pretty exciting.
Wow.
Wow, with lots of people. And Mary Sue, hi Mary Sue, how are you doing? Okay, so Isaac, what is the big news this week?
Okay, the big news this week is a couple days ago, Shopify has announced a partnership with Amazon, and so the 2 services are integrating together.
Okay.
In 3 primary ways. The first is they are connecting your Shopify store with your Amazon FBA account.
Whoa.
Multi-channel fulfillment.
Okay, let's start at and there's another news as well. They're linking with Facebook
also with
as
Facebook,
well.
yes.
So that Shopify are putting out just Huge. We love you, Carol. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the box, Carol. It was so sweet of you. You are a lovely person. So there's two big bits of news. There's the fact that Shopify are linking with Amazon, and Shopify are linking with Facebook. So a lot of big news there. Isaac, you did a class about Shopify at ASD. For people who have lived under a rock, kind of like me, and for people who only sell on Amazon, only sell on eBay, can you tell us what Shopify is? Why should we care? Is it scary? Is it techie? What is it? Go.
Okay, so Shopify is a kind of an all-in-one e-commerce solution for setting up your own online store. If you're familiar with WordPress and WooCommerce, Shopify is kind of like that. Although I would say they're a bit more a polished and a commercialized version of it.
Okay, let's say I'm not. Let's say I live under a rock. I know nothing.
In essence, what Shopify does is they have a very simple platform that you can log in, create an account, and you can set up your own online web store. That's it.
Cool.
And
so
they handle everything.
I can get a website. I can get a domain name, and I can have my own website called Katharyne'sAmazingCoffee.com.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it's pretty cool. You don't need it to be a developer to create one. They made it super user-friendly. I just say consumer-friendly.
Do I need to know like HTML? Do I need to program?
Nope, they've made it super simple. Some things might help. It depends on how far you want to, what you want to do with your store. But okay, that camera.
Look at that camera.
Okay.
Don't look at that.
But they've made it very simple. You create an account, you set up your shop, your payment gateway. How do you want to do payment transactions? By default, they have Stripe, but they also offer PayPal, and now they offer Amazon, which is one of the other big announcements.
Okay, so let's say I get sorry, I was reading the question as well. Okay, so let's say I have to get a domain name, right? Do I have to buy it? And Shopify have a really cool tool where you tell them what you want to sell, or you give them your name, and they suggest a bunch of domain names for you, available domain names, which is pretty amazing. Like I put in pony, and it gave me ponyexpert.com. Which is, someone's going to go and buy it now. I was going to buy it and I didn't. So someone's going to go and get PonyX. You wait, at the end of this show, someone will have bought ponyexpert.com because that's just a great domain name anyway. But I put in pony and it came up with like Pro Pony, Pony Expert, Pony Shop, like all these are crazy domain names. So you can buy them from Shopify, right? Yes.
And now Shopify is a place where you actually want to sell things, not a place where you just want to post pictures of your plush pony.
Oh. I was going to have a pony store. And
so there's probably other platforms that would work.
Okay.
Like Tumblr.
Okay, I will tumble the pictures of my pony.
Yes. The other great thing with Shopify is you can, they have pre-made templates for you, and they're all responsive design, which means they're going to work good on your mobile phones, which is very important in 2015. And, okay.
Camera's there.
So, between, they have this really simple tool for creating, setting up the payment gateway, setting up a theme for your shop, and then also adding products and shipping information. So by default, they already had the ability to connect to your FBA account.
So it makes it really easy for non-technical people to set up a store, set up a web store.
Yes.
You don't have to code, you don't have to know any HTML, you don't have to do anything clever. It does it all for you, and it handles everything, the payment, the inventory, like just everything for you. And it handles stuff like tax and currency, I think, doesn't it? It does multiple currencies and taxes and all of that stuff. So it's a really, really cool, easy way to get started. Okay, so Jeff says you need to have a big wallet, and someone else asked that.
Seriously.
How much will it cost me to have my pony shop?
A basic plan is $30 a month.
Okay.
That's a basic plan. Now,
that's cheaper than Pro Merchant on Amazon. So $30 a month on Shopify. You don't have to, and you don't have to wait for payment, do you? Because it comes through Stripe.
Well, it depends on your payment gateway.
Okay.
Stripe, I don't know how they're, some methods with Stripe, they pay you every 2 weeks. You can connect with PayPal where the payment's instant. And like I said before, now you can connect with Amazon payment. It's $30 a month, but they take care of hosting for you. So, if you decide to have like a WordPress blog, from there you're going to put a WooCommerce plugin, which is another popular selling platform, you would have to pay for your own hosting for that. Now, hosting is relatively cheap these days, anywhere from $2 to $5, maybe $10 if you go with GoDaddy. So, the monthly payment, $30, to me, it isn't that much, especially if you're selling products and you're making money off the site.
I think $30 is a
it's
great
a very low
deal,
investment.
actually.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than ProMuch. And I think I pay about that much for eBay as well. I think I paid close to that for eBay a month.
Yes.
Too.
Now,
what are fees like? What are fees like on the payments?
The payment gateway, they're standard. Again, it depends on how you configure it.
But they're nowhere near like Amazon fees.
Right.
They're just
Stripe,
like a couple of
it's
percent.
like 2.7%, I believe. Don't quote me. You need to
check it out.
Check it out yourself. But that's about what you're looking for.
We're getting a lot of questions. Okay. Nada says, should your Shopify name be the same as your Amazon store name?
That's a good question. It doesn't have to be.
If it's important to your brand,
yes,
then it would be a good idea, but you don't have to make it.
But if you have a Shopify store, you want to brag about it to the Amazon community, you might not want to use the same name because you don't want other Amazon sellers to see your name on your Amazon account.
So it's kind of up to you. If you're building a strong brand, then yes, you probably want the same name for both. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to do that. It's more a marketing thing. Lauren says, how much? We said how much does it cost? Is it worth it just to look better to wholesalers? That's a really good question. So one of the things a lot of people were finding at ASD, some wholesalers are absolutely cool with selling to Amazon sellers. Some of them even encourage it. They offer drop shipping services, and they are really happy to deal with Amazon sellers. Some wholesalers do not like selling to Amazon sellers. They want to see a real store. They want to see evidence of a real standalone store. So if you have like Lauren's Treasures, Lauren's Knickknacks.com, they're going to be a lot happier seeing that than seeing an Amazon store. So yeah, honestly, it probably is. I mean, you can kind of give them anything. I mean, you can register a basic domain with a website and just say, I sell a lot of stuff coming soon for like $5 a month. But this is a functional working store. And what's nice about this is you're not just tied to Amazon advertising. You can you can market however you want with this. You can market on Facebook. You can you can promote your own website anywhere you like. And the benefit of having your own website is you can do really cool marketing like retargeting. And I don't want to get too far into retargeting, but retargeting is when you put a line of code in your website, and Facebook basically remembers, Facebook or Google or whoever remembers, it connects your website up to Facebook, Google, whatever marketing platform you want to use. And they remember everyone that visits your website. And then you can target adverts to those people and say, hey, you visited my website once. Why not come back? And if you have your own website, you can do a lot of very clever marketing like that.
Yes. So a lot of people, especially if you get into private label, you are marketing outside of Amazon, and the traffic that you do market to, you're pointing to your Amazon listing. It might be more beneficial for you to point people to your specific website, where you have more control of the view and more control of what's being displayed. Also, people can see you, your brand, and your store, your collection of products, as opposed to just another listing on Amazon. So
you have a lot more artistic license with it. You can make your store look however you want, bring people to it however you want. You can hand out flyers, you can put it on posters, you can put it on your car, all of those things. Oh, Linda's offering to buy my domain name for me. I might buy it later, I might not. I don't know, I might let someone have it. If someone really wants it. I think it's a very saleable domain name. That's why I'm like, I should have just bought it. I'm just looking at all the questions. We're getting a lot of questions. We need to answer questions about pricing your items, but we'll hold off on that one. Cindy says, okay, Nina asked about Bonanza. I don't use Bonanza, so I don't know the answer to that. Does Bonanza link to eBay, Amazon listings? I think it probably does. I know Jeff uses Bonanza, so he might have an answer to that. Cindy says, I sell in many categories on Amazon: groceries, clothes, shoes, home and kitchen. Should your Shopify site have only one product line to sell? You can sell whatever you want. I mean, if
Whatever
you want
you
to have a
want.
general store, have a general store.
I'm very opinionated on that, but again, it's just an opinion.
Well, what's your opinion?
My personal opinion, if you are a third-party seller and you're doing retail arbitrage or maybe even online, and you're putting products, on Amazon, and you're competing with other sellers for the same products, I don't know if setting up your own website, if you would be able to convince customers to buy directly from your website. Unless you have a niche or you have a specific marketing plan on how to drive people to your website. It's a hard sell. Amazon is an awesome marketplace, and it is a place where people do pay a premium for their, just to buy on Amazon. It's a huge advantage. I guess the one thing I would like to explain is the difference between having your own website versus selling on a marketplace. So Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Bonanza, and obviously several more they're called marketplaces. What a marketplace is, think of it like a shopping mall. You are basically a kiosk stand or maybe a store within a collection of other stores. People come to browse. There's a lot of traffic that comes through and a lot of,
So that's a really good analogy. So like if you're on Amazon, you're just a kiosk in a big mall.
Yes.
Whereas if you are on Shopify, you have your own store and the ability and you're able to do whatever you want with it. So,
yes. So, I mean, if you're building Disneyland, you're not going to build Disneyland in a rich neighborhood. You have to build it in a certain area and and grow up from the ground up. But, if you're selling hot dogs, it might benefit from, okay, my analogies are just way off.
So we're selling hot dogs at Disneyland and...
Okay. If you're selling, like I said, if you're selling retail arbitrage stuff, you're probably better off sticking with marketplaces. Is what I'm saying. Why? Because
there's a lot of people looking for general stuff on Amazon.
Yes.
And so it doesn't, like Amazon, you don't really have a brand. You're just selling. I mean, every listing is kind of standalone. You sell on different listings. Whereas if you have your own store, it's probably going to be a bit more curated. You want to think in terms of curating it. Also, from an SEO perspective, SEO is search engine optimization. So that's how Google will find you. And this is Lauren's standing up for you. She says, we understood the Disneyland hot dog thing. Google. So if you are, and this is a big marketing difference between selling on Amazon and having your own store. If you're selling on Amazon, Amazon are doing all the search engine optimization for you. So if you type in a product, it's going to come up very high on Amazon. If you search on Google, the Amazon listing is going to come up very high. If you have your own website, you have to do a bit more work on getting Google to find your website. Now, Shopify has SEO built in. Shopify do a lot of SEO for you. But if your store is geared towards a specific niche or a specific range of niches, it's going to be a lot easier for people to find you and for Shopify to do their job and SEO you without you. Whereas if you just have a general store, it's going to be harder for people to find.
Yes. The other thing that's happening right now is, in the past, the big way to market your website would be through search engine optimization or through ads, promotional ads, Google ads.
Facebook ads.
Well, that's the thing. Now, thanks to social media, you have more options to market directly to consumers. And Shopify is doing an excellent job networking with these social media outlets. So what they've done, they've created multiple sales channels. And what you can do with the Shopify account, you can now link it with Pinterest, and you can have buyable pins.
So this is kind of what we're talking about today. So yes. Shopify already link with Pinterest.
Yes.
And they already link to some extent with Facebook.
Yes.
But now they are also linked, and they already link in some ways with Amazon.
Yes.
But now they are expanding their Amazon and they're expanding their Facebook integration. Yes. Sherry just asked, is it hard to set up the Shopify store?
No, and that's the great
really
thing.
Easy.
It's really easy. They've done a great job, and their documentation and their customer service is just great. And I compared now. I built quite a few WordPress or WooCommerce shops, and more from a technical aspect. And I got to say, communicating with both companies from a consumer perspective, I felt Shopify to be a lot more helpful. when communicating with them.
Jeremy says, private label course by Katharyne and Shopify course by Isaac equals product by Christmas. Yay! Jeremy, I need to talk more about that. I'm going to talk more about the product by Christmas plan at the end of the show. So guys, if you are thinking about doing private label in any way, wait.
Okay.
If you're thinking about doing private label in any way, at the end of the show, I will be talking a little bit more about my product by Christmas plan. So do stay tuned to that. Jeremy just mentioned that.
So someone asked earlier, wasn't Shopify already connecting with Facebook? Yes, they were in a way. They were doing it through a Shopify app inside Facebook. It was a brand new tab that you have. Now what they've done, they upgraded the integration so that the shop is now a full page and that people can buy directly through Facebook, which is pretty cool. Facebook can also save the payment information so that customers can come back and buy more. The other thing they're adding is a subscribe button. So people on Facebook can go to your shop, they can click to subscribe. So when you add new products, they get notifications in Facebook.
Whoa, that's cool. So they can subscribe to your store.
Yes.
So like if I have Katharyne's pony store on Facebook and someone loves ponies, they can subscribe to my store and get an update every time I put a new pony up for sale.
Yes.
Whoa!
And it's
That's
great
cool.
way to get return customers and to build your brand.
This is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Wendy says, aside from SEO, what is the game plan you were thinking in terms of benefits? My answer to that would be having a curated store. Having your own store is a really powerful thing. I mean, you can make it look however you want. You can build a community around it, which I think is really, really important. If you have, say, I don't know, Wendy's gift shop, and like I would pick a niche. If you have like Wendy's coffee mugs and you have a range of mugs that all have like cute little children on with funny sayings, you can build up a whole community around that. You can build up a fan club. There's a lot you can do with your own store on a website, and you're not tied to Amazon's rules or anyone else's rules. You can sell as you want, what you want, less fees, far less fees than selling on someone else's platform. And I am suggesting niche stores. Yeah, I think it's a better idea to do niche stores than this. I don't think general stores, some people do general stores and they work. And if the only reason, and here's another benefit that we talked about, some people will set up a web store just so they have something to show to wholesalers, because wholesalers don't want to sell to Amazon sellers. So if you are doing that, then that might be all you need. You might have a general store just kind of as a front. But I think if you're going to do it seriously, you want to kind of build a brand. You want to kind of make your own brand with this. You want a cool domain name, which Shopify will help you do. You want a cool theme so it looks... Bob, we mentioned it. I think it's $30 for a basic plan, the monthly fee, and then it's about 2 to 3% on payments.
Yes. So just to clarify, you're setting up a Shopify store, and with the Shopify store, they have a new partnership with Amazon so that you can integrate certain parts of Amazon with your Shopify store, and the payments, what you pay, will determine the service that you're using from Amazon. Let me answer Sherry's question real quick. She asked about PayPal. Shopify will allow you can use PayPal as a payment.
Shopify takes everything, doesn't it? It takes PayPal, it's going to take Amazon payments, so you can pay with your Amazon.
It does take Amazon payments now. You can go on Shopify right now and set up Amazon payments.
And does it do Stripe and credit cards?
Their preferred, prior to this, their preferred method was Stripe.
So you can use credit cards?
Yes,
PayPal,
credit cards.
Like, it's pretty awesome. Someone's saying Square. Does it take Square?
I don't know about that.
We'd have to look into
I don't know. Now, with that said, Shopify, one of their sales channels is called point of sale, which means that if you have a physical store, you can connect your physical store to Shopify, and they
that's cool. It's got the retail store.
Yes, they have a retail side.
So if you have a brick and mortar store, you can link your actual brick and mortar retail store to Shopify,
and they do have their own payment accessory that competes with Square.
Wendy's saying this works with, so we're talking about niche stores, she's like, wow, that works with Blue Sky too. So it's like this is kind of what we're aiming for, this integration, like making it very easy to build a brand. And that's kind of what Isaac and I have been working on for about like the last few months since we kind of started moving in the blue sky direction. We really think it's becoming very easy to build your own brand online and to have, to first of all build a product, to build your brand with your product, to put it on its own website, to link it to Amazon, Facebook, Pinterest, and to centralize them all. And I think that's what's really, really cool about what Shopify are doing, is it really, by linking with Amazon and linking with FBA, they are pulling everything together into one place. So it's linking with FBA.
Yes.
Which
now,
is incredible. Can you explain
yes.
FBA and multi-channel fulfillment?
Yes. So the advantage with that, now consumers today, and we can thanks Amazon to this, when they buy something online, they expect to receive it right away. We're talking 1 to 2 day shipments. So it puts a lot of pressure on existing online stores to compete with Amazon. Well, if you're using FBA, Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment, you can sync your Shopify store with FBA. When someone makes a purchase on your store, Amazon gets notified and they sent it out to the customer, which means that the customers is getting the advantage of Amazon shipping, 1 to 2 day shipping, which is super awesome.
So it's pretty exciting, really, that you can. It makes it very, very scalable.
Yes.
For you to have your own business online. If you create a product, you can send all your inventory to Amazon, and from Amazon you can sell it on Amazon. You can sell it on your own website. You can sell it on Facebook. You can sell it on Pinterest.
Yes.
So that's like 4 or 5 channels.
Yeah, channels.
They're called channels. Okay, so it's like, imagine this big centralized hub, and then there's like, you've got all these channels to sell on, but ultimately they can all come back through Shopify and use their payment system. You don't have to set up individual payment systems on them all. And even better, if you've got all your product in Amazon's warehouse, they will link to Amazon and send a message to Amazon saying, ship this out, ship this product out. So your products, even if it's not sold on Amazon, even if it's sold on Pinterest or it's sold on Facebook or it's sold on your own website, they will still be able to send that message automatically to Amazon to FBA it out to your customers. So you get all the benefit of Amazon shipping, the cheaper shipping, the fast shipping. And we know that Amazon have like the best network for shipping. So this is like super exciting.
Yes. And so the two things they're integrating with Amazon, you have FBA, Shopify to FBA. Also, Amazon payment processing, which means people can go to your Amazon account, to your Shopify store, and they can log in through Amazon to make a purchase, which means if someone has an Amazon gift card, that money can now go into buying products on your Shopify store, which is pretty awesome. The third thing they are adding, which isn't out yet, but they've announced it, is the ability to sell products from your Shopify store to Amazon, which is, I don't understand how that's going to work.
Okay, so this is a really interesting thing. Shopify are saying that if you create products on your website, they can be automatically uploaded in some way to Amazon. And we're not quite sure what that means yet. My guess is that if you list a product on your own website, so say I list my Starbucks mug on my own website, I'm guessing Shopify will use the UPC to find it on Amazon and create a listing under the existing one on Amazon. But we don't know yet. They're not telling us exactly what it means. The best case scenario is that they are going to create a listing for you on Amazon, which would be pretty exciting. So I don't know whether they're going to be Shopify's going to create listings for you on Amazon, or whether they're just going to list under existing listings.
But the goal is so existing Shopify customers have access to Amazon's channel, Amazon's marketplace.
Which is pretty exciting. So if you never sold on Amazon, you just sold on your own website through Shopify, it will be moving people on to Amazon.
Yes, so that's going to be interesting. You have 170,000.
Kristen's saying it might be the API connector between the Shopify store and FBA, just a thought.
We don't know yet. Now, this is different than some third-party developer using Amazon's, their existing APIs, because this is a partnership between two large corporations, both with public stock options, and they are merging they're partnering up for integration. So what happens behind the scenes, we don't know yet.
They haven't announced it yet. They've said more details coming soon. So we know they're doing something. We know they're working on something, but they haven't explained exactly what is going to happen with that
so
yet.
It's interesting. Shopify, they right now have 170,000 stores, which means that all those stores will now have the ability to list their products on Amazon.
So it could mean there's a lot more competition in the marketplace. I want to answer Pat's question. She says, do you need to be on Amazon to use Shopify? No, you don't.
No. And someone else asked, what if you lose your Amazon account? You get suspended. I don't know the details of what's happening, but I do know that your Shopify store is safe.
Can I make a guess at what happens?
Yeah.
So, okay, these are all separate. They're separate but linked. So you can have just a Shopify store and just sell on your own website. You can have an Amazon store, just sell on Amazon, and never link the two. You don't have to link them. It's totally optional if you want to link them. So, I mean, if you get suspended from Amazon, you can always carry on selling on your Shopify website. You can carry on selling on Facebook. You can carry on selling on Pinterest. Now, someone said, what happens if you lose your Amazon account? And I guess if you're using FBA, my guess, and I don't know for sure, but my guess is that if you get suspended from Amazon, I think you get suspended from the warehouse. I don't think you can send any more products into the warehouse. And also, I believe that you cannot send, well, as it stands at the moment, because Amazon have multi-channel fulfillment at the moment, and they've had, Amazon have had multi-channel fulfillment for a long time. So if you sell on FBA, you've been able to use multi-channel fulfillment on your own websites. But the way it stands at the moment is that if you get suspended from Amazon, you can't send things to their warehouse. And also you can't send things to Amazon that you are, Bob just said it, multi-channel fulfillment won't work anymore. And I believe you can't send anything to Amazon that you can't list on Amazon. So you still can't send in any hazmat, and you can't send in anything that's restricted or that you're not ungated for. So I think whatever you sell, you still, if you want to be using Fulfilled by Amazon, I believe that you will still need to be ungated and unrestricted for all the items you are sending in. However, that could change. It's possible that could change. For example, if you sell clothes on your website, it's possible that Amazon may change the policy so that you could send clothes into FBA. But at the moment, I doubt it. I'm guessing it will follow the existing multi-channel fulfillment policies, which is that you pretty much need to be able to send it on Amazon.
With that said, if you are an existing Amazon seller, you create a Shopify store, you can start working at driving traffic to your Shopify store. If you come across a deal of a product or an item that you're unable to sell on Amazon, you can now have the option of selling that on your Shopify store, which gives you a lot more options.
Okay, Nada says, how are the fees taken care of for all the participants? So that was talking about having the different channels. That's a really good question, actually. So you're paying your monthly fee for Shopify, and then I think it's all pretty much done with payment processing. So you're basically paying the payment fees, which are, I think we said were about 2 to 3% on most platforms, or all platforms, I think. And then on Amazon, there is a small fee for shipping. I think it's something like $1.90 plus.
They have a chart.
So there's a chart for shipping fees on Amazon. So if you're using multi-channel fulfillment, you can Google the fees. I think it's about $1.90 plus a small weight fee for multi-channel fulfillment shipping from Amazon. But it does depend on the size of the product, and it depends on the speed of the shipping. It might be more if someone selects second day delivery or So you can look it up. It's Amazon have got their multi-channel fulfillment fees listed. I haven't got them up on my screen, but you can find them. What other questions? We've got a lot of questions. Flat files. I don't know what flat files.
They're asking about the listing from Shopify to Amazon. We don't know yet. That's still in development.
Wow, there's a lot of questions there. it's a big topic. It's pretty exciting, though. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I think it brings a lot of opportunities, and I think it's kind of the way things are going, that there's a lot of everything links, like social media, like everything. If you're marketing or you're selling anything, the more platforms you can be on, the better. I mean, it's like kind of what we're doing now. We're on like Zoom, we're on Spreecast, we're on Periscope.
Yes.
And you can kind of see it because we've got, I don't know, 40 people on Zoom, we've got 20 people on Spreecast, we've got 30 people on Periscope. And it's like the more platforms you can be on, the more people are going to see you, the more people are going to find you. And I think that's pretty much just basic marketing in nowadays.
Yes.
That you need to be on using as many platforms as you can to promote your item. And what happens is the more platforms you're on, the more it brings people to you. So like if I Periscope, that brings people to my Facebook group and so on. And Bob says he's been using Joe Lister to move items to eBay. Yeah, a lot of people are using Joe Lister to integrate Amazon and eBay, so that's pretty cool too.
People are also integrating Shopify with eBay.
Sandra's saying, how do you keep track of inventory? I am already on 3 platforms.
Well, Shopify keeps track of it. If you're using FBA, you can use, FBA will keep track of it through FBA.
Yeah. Does Shopify integrates with Amazon so that if they send an order to Amazon, it will knock the inventory down? So you can't have a problem where you end up accidentally duplicating your orders.
Yes, unless you're using a mixture of FBA versus non-FBA with Shopify.
Karen says, are there a lot of people who shop on Shopify? So I think this goes back to your shopping mall versus analogy.
The marketplace.
So with Amazon, what we're saying here is like Amazon is like a shopping mall. People are just walking through, they're browsing, they're there not necessarily to look at your shop, they're just browsing around, and if you have a listing they want, they're going to buy it from you. Whereas if you are selling on Shopify, you have your own designated store. So it's kind of like you are a destination then. So it's kind of, there's, I don't know, do you know the number of people who use Shopify? Do you have any stats?
I just know the number of stores.
How many stores are on Shopify?
170,000.
170,000 stores on Shopify at the moment, which is pretty amazing. And there's going to be a lot more. It's going to grow.
It's growing, yeah. The stocks are going up.
But basically, you can't really calculate how many people shop on Shopify because they're all individual websites. So it's like, how many people shop on individual websites? Have you bought products on individual websites? Like, I don't know, perfumes or chocolates or flowers or whatever you are. Someone says, was that an insider trading comment?
No, this is all public information. When 2 days ago when they announced the partnership, Shopify stocks, they went up. You can go and look, you can Google it right now.
Yeah, Bob says there Amazon's not branded, where Shopify adds branding into the mix. That's exactly it. I mean, Shopify is basically, it gives you the chance to be, it's like you're totally individual. You can curate your store however you want. It's like having your own boutique, like a virtual boutique. You can sell whatever products you want. And you can, I think what's so nice about having your own website is just all the marketing options. Does it automatically pull your in? I lost it.
We missed that
I was trying to read the question on Periscope and it faded as I was reading it. But it's very different having your own website. And I think from a marketing perspective, having your own website can really build a fan base. It's very hard to build a fan base on Amazon. As Bob says, Amazon is very much unbranded. Everyone's like Katharine's General Store, Isaac's Attic. It's all those kind of most people have general stores on Amazon. They're selling whatever products they have. Some private labelers are branding their products, but mostly on Amazon, you are not building a brand. You are just under Amazon's umbrella. Whereas with Shopify, you are totally your own brand. And I would recommend, if you have your own website, to set up a Facebook page for it, set up Pinterest, set up maybe a Facebook group, a fan group, a community, and you can run adverts for it. Like there's so much you can do. You run Facebook ads for it, and you can also do a lot of market research. Use Facebook audience insights to do some market research and figure out who your target audience are. But having your own website just opens up this world of marketing that you can reach for Amazon. I mean, you can. I've taught classes about how to drive people to your Amazon listings with Pinterest, but driving people to your website is much easier. Like, for example, you could do a Periscope. You could have a Periscope channel just about your store. So you can walk around your store and be like, hey, or like walk around your inventory and say, these are my new products. These are my new things.
The other thing, you can have a mailing list on your own website and collect customer information. You continually email, directly to customers.
You can build an email list. And you can build an email list from your website, which is cool. Yeah. And someone said also, if you get kicked off Amazon or you get suspended, you have a backup plan. And I think actually you said something very important there. I think Amazon is like one strand of an e-commerce strategy. I think if you have your own website, you're in a very powerful position. You're not playing in anyone else's playground. So no one's going to pull the carpet under you, change the rules under you like Amazon or eBay can. The benefits of selling on Amazon is that there are a lot of shoppers. There are 270 million shoppers, 270 million active buying accounts on Amazon. Can you read those questions? Because I can't, I'm struggling to read and talk. 270 million active Amazon buyers. Whereas you will be like Shopify, it's like pros and cons.
Someone asked, does it automatically link to your Amazon account? Or you have to manually do it? The process is, as of now, you manually connect to your Amazon account. So you click a button on Shopify, and it takes you to Amazon. You agree to connect Amazon to Shopify. Once that is in place, at that point, in Shopify, you go to add a product. When you add a product, you can, under shipping information, you can select fulfilled by Amazon, shipped through FBA. So it is done individually. If you have thousands and thousands of unique products, it might be a little tricky to import every single product into your Shopify store. However, you can contact Shopify. They might have a solution for batch processing, but by default, it doesn't appear that it's there.
Sandra says, Shopify automatically links shop to Amazon, or do you need an Amazon account? You need an Amazon seller account to sell through it. If your inventory is stored at FBA, Shopify would not work until you get it back. I didn't understand that.
Was that a question or a statement?
I think it was a statement, but I didn't. It was out of context for me to see. What is a fair price to pay someone to build a shoplift store? I think it should be a Shopify store. Isaac, what you going right? That's the golden.
It depends on what you're doing. My suggestion would be to try to do it yourself. Just log on, create an account. Spend a couple of hours learning it, and see how far you can get from that point. Decide what you need, and then you can shop around for a developer.
You can get Upwork is a good place to look for. If you want cheaper developers, Upwork might be a good place to find someone. To
put things in perspective, it could be anywhere from you can find a cheap developer to spend a few hours on it. It could be anywhere from $100 to $200, all the way to like $3,000, depending on the number of products and the customizations you need done. You're paying, for the developer's time and what they need to, the requirements that you need to get your shop up to par.
Oh, wow. Karen says she's just done one while we were talking. Starting her Shopify store was easy. She has already started her Shopify store, everyone. That's pretty awesome, Karen. Senna says, when designing a WordPress site, what is a good template to use that will look good and be a good e-commerce store with Shopify? And will you be paying fees to Shopify and Amazon? I think we covered the fees. If you're using FBA, you'll be paying fees. You'll be paying fulfillment fees to Amazon, but you'll only be paying payment fees to Shopify. So your payment processing will be handled through, I guess it'll be, well, if they're using Amazon payments. Yeah. So you'll only be paying one payment fee, and then you'll be paying a fulfillment fee to Amazon. you guys should think of creating a Shopify store with Blue Sky software. Shopify does a pretty good job of it, really, doesn't it? Like, Blue Sky is definitely going to support this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
This is
so
what Blue Sky is.
I mean, I'm a developer, and I program in multiple languages. So from my perspective,
you live in the Matrix, basically.
So when we do stuff, my method, I do not recommend for other people to do it because not everyone has access to the skill sets that I have.
Well, look at you.
Well, it's not that. It's just that, for example,
I can program many languages.
when we were selling her coffee, I had a simple WordPress site, but I customized the heck out of it to sell her coffee. In retrospect, I could have easily created a Shopify store and sell her coffee through the Shopify store. I chose not to just because it's easier for me to do it the other way. But for 99% of the other people, just create a Shopify
For
store.
the little people.
It's not the little people. It's just people that invest their knowledge, their resources in other areas.
So how's Blue Sky, Isaac? Is it finished yet?
It's almost there. Almost there.
It's almost there. Okay, so our last bit of Blue Sky at the moment, because we're going to keep updating it, but the last bit of Blue Sky we're putting in before we go live, we are adding in all the community support, and it's pretty awesome. It's going to have a big community feel to it. So
putting a lot of effort
it's almost there, guys. Just hold on with it. And yeah, Wendy's got it. She's like, use the Blue Sky concept of niches and incorporate that into using Shopify. Oh gosh, Kristen, she says, Isaac, are you a web developer or a software developer?
Primarily a web developer, but these days, being a web developer gets into software design because.
Tell us all the things you code in, Isaac.
Oh boy.
He does everything, guys. He does web stuff. He does JavaScript.
I mean, for example, I was a Flash developer for about 5 years, so I built custom Flash applications, which they're Flash animations all the way to custom scripting. And then Flash gave you the ability to create tools so you can create applications. So at one point, I did create an application with Flash.
Hey, Isaac, is it true that you made a website for Chiquita Bananas that had minions on it?
I did. I did work on one of the.
Is it true that you met a minion? Is it true that Chiquita Bananas is run by minions?
That was a fun project.
Is it true that you built a website for a very, very famous celebrity chef whose surname sounds a bit rude?
I was a part of a team of people, yes. And it's very...
Isaac's built a lot of very big... Is it true, Isaac, that you make websites that are about a certain fruit vegetable with a stone in that you can make guacamole from? So like the biggest company that makes those.
I think the funnest one.
Am I allowed to mention all these?
I don't know.
Did you sign a non-disclosure?
Actually, I did.
Don't tell Chiquita Bananas. But he built their website.
Yeah, there's so many chains involved in the process.
So professional.
Sid is a minion.
It is true that Sid is a minion. I don't know where he's gone. Otherwise, he'd come in here and probably yell at us. But yeah, Isaac, you were like an agency web developer.
Yeah, I worked for an agency for about 5 years, and prior to that, a freelancer. Went back into freelancing.
And a graphic designer.
Yeah.
So he's a graphic designer, he's a web developer, and he's like all of those sort of things. No, I didn't sign it, so I can say all of these things, and then he can get sued for telling me, and it'll all be fine.
Someone asked about WordPress and WooCommerce. For those of you that don't know, WordPress and WooCommerce it's kind of like Shopify's competitor. The three major big platforms right now would probably be WooCommerce, Shopify, and BigCommerce, which is another one. BigCommerce, from what I've seen, tends to be more for really large wholesale companies. Like if you just have a large amount of inventory, you might want to go with BigCommerce. Shopify tends to be great for small to mid-sized stores, and then also with WooCommerce. WooCommerce, I believe, has the larger market share, but only because it's a free open source software and it works with WordPress, which is the dominating platform for web development right now. Everything's WordPress. So someone asked, yes, you can connect your WordPress store to Amazon FBA. It's done through a third-party plugin. One company that does this is called ShipStation. They specialize in handling multi-channel fulfillment.
Oh, they were at ASD, weren't they?
Yes, they were at ASD. So you can contact ShipStation. They do have a plugin that will integrate your WordPress site with Amazon FBA, but then they do a lot of other things in the background, like inventory management and crazy reporting. But you would have to contact them to learn more about that.
Okay, so we had one more thing to talk. We're coming up to 6 o'clock, so we had one more thing. Jeremy brought it up, actually. He said private label course. He wants a private label course for Christmas. And here's my idea, guys. My idea is that I do a very small mini course, but the aim of it is that we all create a product for Christmas. And what we do, we use a lot of the data from Blue Sky to figure out what are the hottest selling Christmas niches that no one is tapping. And we use those niches, and I research some suppliers, and we each try and come up with a private label product for Christmas, our own branded product for Christmas. This is my plan, and I'll walk you through how we contact, I'll do some research, find some small minimum order suppliers, and I'll kind of walk you through the process of how we can do this, how we can brand our own products. Yes, we will use US suppliers, because there's not a lot of time till Christmas, and I will look for smaller minimum order suppliers. So it won't be like you have to buy 5,000 whatevers. But I have some good ideas for products we could do. I have lists and lists of niches and keywords. And I think this is something we could do. Probably do maybe a couple of hours worth of video talking through it, put together a mastermind group so we can all share our ideas. There are a lot of US suppliers for white labeling. And I'm going to tell you a secret, guys. Blue Sky Suite already has 50 US suppliers listed in it that I've personally researched. So it is going to be big. Blue Sky Suite has directory of suppliers, it has keywords, it has niches, it's got a community, it's got a lot of stuff in it, and it's coming out like very soon. Very soon. We are testing. We're testing now. But yeah, this is a separate thing. I'm thinking we should just do a little private label mastermind before Christmas, like now, in the next week or so, to get this going, to create a product for Christmas. The initial investment is going to depend which products you choose. But I'm thinking, I'm hoping that to buy the product will be less than $800 to $1,000. I'm hopefully less, in fact, hopefully less. Yeah, they do, Bob. I wouldn't say hundreds of vendors that do brands. Some of them do. But yeah, there are a lot of US brands. And it's funny because I feel like everyone orders from China, and there are a lot of options from the US. You kind of have to do a little bit more negotiating. A lot of them have high minimum orders, but there are some that will do low minimum orders from the US, which is pretty cool. Okay, so guys, if you are interested in the private label by Christmas thing, drop me a message on Facebook. It's going to be a paid group. I'm thinking it's going to be like a paid mastermind, couple of videos, and a lot of, probably a big PDF of information or a website of information. And we'll kind of guide each other through the process. So that, and did they all do white label brands, Bob? Because I've talked to quite a few, and there's a mixed bag. Some will do branding, some not so much. But yeah, I think we can do this. So cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pretty awesome show. I think it's been a lot of information. If you have questions about Shopify, if you have questions about anything in the show, don't hesitate to send me a message. Make sure you're in both in Treasure Hunting and in the Blue Sky group on Facebook. We will be uploading an archive of this very, very soon to YouTube. White label, I'll explain it very, very quickly. White label is basically when you order a plain product, for example, a lipstick, and it has no branding on it. It's just a lipstick in a package, and you can label it or ask the manufacturer to label it for you. And that's white label. So it's basically a way of creating your own brand, which is becoming a lot easier these days than it used to be. It used to be very difficult to get a brand started. You used to need to go to a big wholesaler, place a very big order, and it was a big thing. It's getting easier these days, guys, and you don't have to go to China. There's a lot of products you can make without going to China. All right, guys, have a great evening. Thank you so much. All right, which do we turn off first? We go, bye-bye, Spreecast.
Bye.
Thank you for the hearts on Periscope, guys. I appreciate them. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Bye-bye, Zoom. I'm stopping the recording. We will be archiving. Thanks, guys.